Good morning, fellow fish nerds, and welcome back to the channel. So this morning I'm at Linton Lake. It's off of Highway 242 in the Sisters Wilderness. It was about a 1.5 mile hike in, and I'm going to be headed straight to the lava beds. It's been a bit of a bushwhack to get in here. I'm not quite to the lake yet, but I just wanted to show you what it is I'm up against. So it came from down there. The main trail is up in the forest that way. And if I turn around here, you can see the lava rocks, lots of viney maple, and I'm headed in that direction. That's where the lake's going to be. I'm going to be targeting brown trout and brook trout. I was here a couple weeks ago, just kind of a pre-scouting trip before I made a video out here, and caught quite a few small brooks and browns. I actually ended up walking the whole perimeter of the lake on that trip, and I didn't get to the lava beds till the afternoon, and the lava beds is where all the fish were caught. So today I'm just focusing right on the lava beds, get right in first thing in the morning here, and hopefully I can pick up more and bigger fish than I had last time. I definitely don't recommend trying to walk the whole perimeter. There's not a trail around, a lot of blowdown, a lot of steep embankments. I fell in a couple times, but anyway, stay tuned and let me get out to the water and give it a try. So hang in there. Well, there's the lake behind me, and you can see there's still a long traverse over these lava beds here. Just give you a sweep around the landscape here to see what I've been dealing with, but we'll get there in just a couple minutes. Okay, so I made it to the lake here, and I am just shocked. Last time I was here a couple weeks ago, this water level here would have been over my head. So you can see right here, there's a log. I walked across that log last time to cross the water. And then this big log right here, I was standing on that, casting into this cove area and just hammering the brook trout. So significant drop in the water level. I'm wondering if I could skirt the edge of the lake to get to the trail instead of doing that bushwhacking on my way out. So I'll have to find out. Oh, nice fish just jumped right there. I think I'm gonna set up a lure and start casting before I get further down the shoreline here. Okay, so it took a little bit of time here, but I finally caught a fish. Unfortunately, I didn't get the action on camera. And as you can see, it's a nice little brown trout. Come on, guy. Okay, and that was on a Panther Martin spinner. Black colored. Nice little fish there. There you go. Fish are hitting the surface all over the place. Definitely feeding time. Let's see if I can pick up another one. Be a great place for some fly fishing because it looks like they're hitting some flies off the surface. No mosquitoes here, which is really great. It's up at the Tennis Lakes last week. Check out my video on that, and that was so buggy, so many mosquitoes, it was uncomfortable, but nothing here so far, so this is great. All right, fish number 2. It's a nice fight. I think it might be a brook trout. Fat one too, yes, it is. That's a nice fat one. Whew. Oh, jeez, that's not good. It's pretty big too. This is the biggest one I've caught out of this lake so far. Wow, maybe 10 inches. It's got some battle scars right here. Nice fish. Okay, fish number 3, and it's a good fight. I got this on a copper colored Thomas Buoyant in a brown trout pattern, or maybe it was a brook trout pattern. Another nice, oh, that's a nice brown trout. Ooh, that's my biggest one here so far. See if I can do this without him getting all tangled up in the net. There we go. I'm getting some bigger fish this time around compared to 2 weeks ago. There we go, that's the lure. Wow, that might be a 12-inch fish right there. Obviously it's pretty slender, but it's a nice length. Really pretty. All right, fish number 4. There we go. And it looks like it's another brown. Jesus. Oh no, it's a brook trout. Again on the Thomas Buoyant spoon. Brook trout color. Fish number 5 on. This little cove back here in the lava beds has been really productive this morning, but I'm actually starting to work my way out to get into some deeper water. Ooh, that might be the big boy of the day so far. At least it's gonna rival the last brown I had on. That is a solid fish. It's chunky. Interesting, it doesn't have any of the red spot pattern on it. That is a good looking fish. I gotta get a picture of that. This spot just keeps on producing fish. I don't think this one's very big. Probably won't net it, but let's see what it is, brookie or brown. All right. Little brown trout. Oh, come on, guy. There you go. Doing really well on this Thomas Buoyant spoon. Had a lot of good luck with panther martins on the last trip. Dang it, just had a big old bite. Fish came clear out of the water and everything. Missed it. Let's see if we can repeat that, except with more success. There we go. Look at some drag out. Nice fight. Another good brown. There we go. Nice. That was on a panther martin spinner and it was on the drop. I wasn't even ready to start reeling it in yet. I'm gonna guess a brown since this is out towards the middle. All right, I got a big one on here. Nice fight on the Panther Martin spinner. Good looking brown trout right there. Oh, there you go. This is a big one. It was a big strike and it is fighting hard. Oh, come on. Whew. Yes. Look at that. That is a beauty. It just swallowed that lure. All right, so it wasn't as big as I thought, but boy, hit it hard and it was a fighter. Gorgeous fish. All right, there you go, buddy. Man, I am just slaying them today. Such a good fishing day. I'm glad I did that trip 2 weeks ago to figure them out here. I'm excited too. I'm using my new rod and reel combo. It's a Fluger Try-On. It's only 60 bucks, relatively inexpensive, but I wanted a light action rod, 4-pound test on it. Got it from Cabela's, and it's been a fun fight with these fish. All right, here we go. Brookie or brown? Nice. Nice brown trout. That was on the Panther Martin brown trout colored spinner. I love the fish in this lake. All right, there you go, guy. There you go again. It's like a brookie. Oh, wrapping my lure up in the net. Nice little brookie. This one hit it right when I brought it almost up to me. Seems to be brook trout all over the place here. Come on. Oh, there we go. And he came off the lure. Nice. Feisty little brown brook trout. Ooh. Come on. Oh, it's a fat one too. All right, there you go. Oh. There we go. A little one. Little brown trout. I switched to a Thomas Buoyant brown brook trout colored. I wasn't getting much action on the Panther Martin anymore for a while. Oh, this is a nice one. Good fight. This might be my biggest brown yet. Certainly for today it is. Oh yeah. Yes. Whew. That is definitely my biggest brown out of this lake. All right, look at this beauty. This is my biggest Linton Lake brown trout. There you go, guy. All right, microfish on the Thomas Buoyant brook trout colored spoon. That's a little brown. Good looking little fish. There you go. Fish on. Nice little brown. On the Thomas Buoyant spoon. Getting a good fight out of this one. I'm gonna guess it's a brown. Looks like that. Ooh, it's a nice looking fish. It's interesting, all the different color patterns you see on the browns here. You see some small kind of brown grayish colored ones without red spots. This one kind of has a bluish gray back, very few red spots. That really big one I got was yellow brown with prominent red spots. But yeah, good looking fish right there. All right, there you go, buddy. All right, another one on the Thomas Buoyant spoon. There you go, guy. It's a nice fat one right there. Plump, really healthy looking. There it is. Ooh, there's a fighter. Hit it hard too. Another feisty brook trout. All right, you guys, there you go. So this is a really shallow area back here in this cove. There's a lot of boulders. You can kind of see them here in the water. When the water level's higher, this is all covered up. So you can kind of imagine what this looks like underneath here. And the brook trout just seem to be hiding in all the cracks and crevices underneath boulders. And as you're bringing the lures through the boulder field, they just kind of pop out and attack. Not so much in the way of browns around here, but I did have picked up a few here and there. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day. It's approaching noon and the fish bite has slowed way down. I'm still seeing fish around. They're still following my lure, but they're not hitting it as hard as they were earlier this morning. Anyway, I caught a ton of fish today, a bunch of browns and brook trout. Nice sized ones too, a lot bigger than I was catching 2 weeks ago. Lava beds seem to be the place to be using spoons and spinners, so I recommend you guys come out and give that a try. It's an easy hike in, 1.5 miles in and 1.5 miles back out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Take care.